You love your dog and your heart breaks when you think about leaving them alone for the day while you go out and work, or maybe you have to go on a brief trip or vacation. Your dog probably sees you packing or getting ready to leave. They seem to know, and you just can't hide the fact you're leaving. Dogs are very receptive animals. Not only are they used for their various impressive services, sniffing out explosives, detecting a drop in blood sugar, detecting cancer, or offering seeing eye support, but they also seem to be keen in ways that humans aren't. Just like we are sensitive and get lonely when we miss our favorite people, dogs can experience loneliness and longing too. Here are common signs to look for that indicate your dog misses you when you're gone. They snuggle or destroy your stuff. Because your dog has an incredible sense of smell, your dog might be seeking out something that smells like you to cope with your absence. If you've noticed that your dog always lays on your dirty laundry or old sneakers, then it's pretty clear they've been missing you. If your dog has gone beyond missing you and into separation anxiety territory, this tendency to be around things that smell like you might turn into destroying your stuff because your pup is upset to be alone. Ignoring you. Giving you a taste of your own medicine is your pup's way of punishing you for leaving him all alone. Your furry friend might be suddenly very busy chewing a favorite toy or licking their paws as a coping mechanism. They sit by the door or window. Some dogs like to sit in the window to watch passers-by and will be either amused by the happenings outside the house or bark and protect the house out of nobleness and territoriality. Your dog might have their designated spot on the couch or in the window. There's a difference, however, between them staring out of the window for entertainment and staring out of the window to await your return. Our family dog really misses a special someone in my family. He sits by the door and will even wait into the late evening, not moving, looking morose, unless someone coaxes him away. Sometimes we even have to talk to him to let him know that that person isn't coming home today, if they are traveling, etc. He often sits staring out the window with his eyes glazed over. It's very sad to see. It takes him a few hours to get over it. If your dog does this too, it's likely that they miss you. They're extra affectionate when you return. Your dog may be missing you while you're gone, but once you've returned, they're the happiest they can be. Does your pup have an extra intense case of the zoomies when you come home? Or possibly do they lean against you or even smile at you? These are key signs that your dog misses being apart from you. They follow you around the house. If your dog is really dependent on your presence, they might constantly follow you around the house either before you go somewhere, when you're not actually going anywhere, and especially when you return. Sometimes, we might think that they are hungry or want to play, but in actuality, they are probably following you simply because they love you and you are the pack leader. Dogs become just as dependent on humans as humans are dependent on dogs. The companionship is often mutual. Your dog might sit outside the door when you are in the bathroom, watch you get ready to go somewhere, or perk up when you grab the car keys. They smile when they see your face. Dogs respond to your facial expressions and make quite a few expressions of their own. A dog greeting you with raised eyebrows, an open mouth, and soft eyes is showing you how happy they are that you're home. Destructive behavior. Boredom and separation anxiety can make dogs go into destructive mode. This is always a worry because it not only results in damage to your home, but also poses a danger to dogs, as they can be at risk of ingesting something nasty or injuring themselves in the process. They act depressed. This one goes without saying. If your dog acts depressed when you are gone, he or she probably is. It might take you noticing this on a pet cam, or it might take a family member reporting this behavior, or a dog sitter or roommate. Dogs will not hide their emotions and often put them out on display. Signs of depression might include sleeping all day, moping, slinking around, whimpering, lethargy, and all things similar to what humans exhibit. Going on hunger strike. Dogs can lose their appetites when they're feeling down, and anxiety and depression can cause them to turn their nose up at their food. It's important to note that many of these dog missing owner symptoms are also signs of separation anxiety. Pay particular attention to excessive or repetitive behavior and anxious breathing or panting. If you suspect your pooch pal is suffering from separation anxiety, speak to your vet or a certified animal behaviorist about how you can help them. They make a mess. Some dogs really don't like to be left alone, and they show it by getting into trouble. Perhaps they're just being opportunistic, like going for the cat bowl when you leave. And certainly, a romp through the bin can be fun. But mess making can also be a sign of anxiety. It's one thing for your dog to miss you, but it's another for them to be distressed by your absence. If your dog engages in truly destructive behavior while you're gone, it may be a sign of separation anxiety. Most dogs can be left alone for at least part of the day. Whining when you leave. Your pooch pal might start whining or pacing around the room as you prepare for your departure. Packing your bag, putting on your coat, and reaching for your keys can all cause your dog to vocalize their discomfort. They're missing you before you've even gone. They escape or run away. It's always important that you keep your dog secure when you are gone, especially if they are attached to you. Breeds like Huskies and other athletic, determined dogs are known for escaping and running. This can mean that they jump a fence, bust through a screen window, break out of their crate, dig out of the yard, or break away on a leash when someone else is walking them. This is very, very dangerous and often doesn't end well unless you live in a small, tight neighborhood. If you have a paid dog walker or dog sitter, make sure they know these traits about your dog and you provide secure housing and leashes for them to use, or else you might wind up looking for a lost dog. Sleeping in your spot or destructive behavior. Dogs and cats are attracted to their loved one's scent. We mostly find our dogs sleeping with our shoes or pillows, etc. If your pooch is doing the same, you are the luckiest person on the earth. But sometimes when we leave our furry friend for a long time, he may start showing his destructive behavior. This is because of the anxiety due to the separation from the owner and can sometimes become extremely detrimental. This type of behavior not only damages the household items, but there is a risk to their life too, especially when they eat objects they shouldn't. Loss of interest. If your dog is not showing any interest while you are leaving, it does not mean that he is not missing you. He may be used to your work routine, or he might be busy licking his paws, nervously chewing his toy, or doing something else that is distracting him. Some dogs are mature enough that they do not show their feelings. If he does not pay any attention, take a chill pill, and when returns home from work, play with him for some time. Vocalizations. Just like us, dogs are also very sensitive and feel loneliness when we leave them alone. Sometimes, they think the owner is hiding from them, and they start searching for him. This search goes on for hours, in the belief that my favorite person is somewhere. There, someone has to tell them that the person isn't coming today.